Bright and sunny day as Max Payne and Michael DeSanta were cruising in their flying car, enjoying the breathtaking view of the city below. The wind was rushing through their hair as they soared through the skies, feeling like they were on top of the world. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a strange figure appeared in front of their car. It was Loona from the Helluva animated show, a sassy and sarcastic demon with a penchant for causing chaos. Max and Michael were taken aback by her sudden appearance, wondering who she was and what she wanted. "I want to ride alongside you guys," Loona said with a mischievous grin. Max raised an eyebrow, unsure of whether to trust her or not. But Michael, always up for an adventure, shrugged and said, "Sure, why not? Let's see where this goes." And so, the trio embarked on a thrilling journey through the skies, with Loona sitting in the rear seat, her fiery red hair blowing in the wind. As they flew higher and higher, Loona spotted something that made her blood boil: Godzilla. "Ah, I hate that big lizard," Loona muttered, her eyes narrowing in distaste. "He's so boring and predictable. Let's get rid of him." Max and Michael exchanged puzzled glances, unsure of what to make of Loona's sudden outburst. But they trusted her judgment and decided to humor her. Max shone a bright light at Godzilla, causing the massive creature to vanish into thin air. Loona let out a triumphant laugh, feeling a sense of satisfaction at finally getting rid of her arch nemesis. She turned to Max and Michael, her eyes shining with excitement. "I can show you guys all kinds of emotions and personalities if I wanted to. Just watch." With that, Loona reached into the mini cupboard in the backseat and pulled out a CD of the movie Zathura. She popped it into the AI screen, and soon the trio was watching the film, laughing and enjoying themselves as they soared through the skies. As the movie played, Loona's mood shifted from rage to happiness, her eyes sparkling with joy. Max and Michael couldn't help but be amused by her dramatic antics, finding her unpredictability both endearing and entertaining. Who knew demons could have such a soft spot for cheesy movies? Michael chuckled, shaking his head in disbelief. Max nodded in agreement, a smile tugging at the corners of his lips. Well, you never know what you'll discover when you go on an adventure with unexpected companions. And so, the unlikely trio continued their journey through the skies, watching movies, sharing stories, and forming an unexpected bond that transcended their differences. As they flew above the vast oceans, they realized that sometimes the most thrilling adventures come from the most unlikely of sources. And so, with laughter and joy filling their hearts, Max Payne, Michael DeSanta, and Loona cruised through the skies, enjoying the ride of a lifetime. Max Payne and Michael DeSanta were flying in their futuristic flying car, enjoying the freedom and excitement of the open skies. As they cruised along, they suddenly came across a mysterious figure hovering in the air. It was Loona from the animated show helluva. Michael, being the cautious one, quickly asked, "Who are you and what do you want?" Loona smirked and replied, "I want to ride alongside you guys." Max Payne raised an eyebrow and said, "Really? Now?" Loona nodded eagerly, her red eyes shining with excitement. After a moment of hesitation, Max shrugged and said, Fine, alright. You're allowed." And just like that, the trio found themselves flying together in the skies, with Loona sitting in the rear seat. As they flew, Loona suddenly caught sight of Godzilla in the distance. Her expression turned from excitement to rage as she muttered, "I hate Godzilla. He's so boring and ruins everything." Michael turned to her, puzzled, and asked, "What's your problem?" Loona explained that she had lost many buildings to Godzilla in the past and wanted to get rid of him once and for all. She asked Max to shine the light at Godzilla to make him vanish completely. Max hesitated for a moment, but eventually complied, shining a bright light towards the creature. As Godzilla disappeared from view, Loona let out a sigh of relief. She thanked Max and Michael for indulging her, and the trio continued their flight in peace. Suddenly, Loona's eyes lit up as she spotted a CD of the movie Zathura in the mini cupboard of the backseat. She quickly popped it into the AI screen and started watching the film with a big grin on her face. As they watched the movie, laughter filled the air. Loona was thoroughly enjoying herself, her earlier anger towards Godzilla completely forgotten. Max and Michael watched her with amusement, enjoying the unexpected turn of events. Loona turned to them and said, "I can show all types of emotions and personalities if I wanted to." Max and Michael chuckled and replied, "Alright, if you say so, Loona." As the movie played on, the trio flew above the vast oceans, enjoying the magical experience of watching a film while soaring through the skies. Loona's laughter echoed in the car, bringing a sense of joy and camaraderie to the group. Max and Michael were grateful for the unexpected encounter with Loona, realizing that sometimes the most unlikely alliances can bring the most memorable moments. And as they continued their journey, they knew that they had found a new friend in the red-eyed, grayish-white hellhound ally that flew alongside them. Max Payne and Michael DeSanta were cruising through the skies in their flying car, enjoying the thrill of the wind rushing past them. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a figure appeared before them. It was none other than Loona from the helluva animated show. Michael, ever the cautious one, immediately questioned Loona's presence. "Who are you, and what do you want?" he asked, his voice tinged with suspicion. Loona, with her trademark sass and confidence, replied, "I want to ride alongside you guys. I promise I won't be a nuisance." Max Payne, known for his stoic demeanor, raised an eyebrow in disbelief. "Really? Now?" he questioned, unsure of how to proceed. Loona nodded eagerly. "Yes, now. Come on, Max, don't be such a stick in the mud." "It'll be fun," she cajoled, flashing a mischievous grin. After a moment of consideration, Max relented. "Fine, alright. You're allowed," he conceded, allowing Loona to join them in their sky-high adventure. As the trio soared through the clouds, Loona couldn't contain her excitement. She was thrilled to be riding alongside two iconic characters and couldn't wait to see where their journey would take them. But as they continued on their way, Loona caught sight of something that made her blood boil. In the distance, Godzilla loomed large, casting a shadow over the city below. "What's your problem?" Michael asked, noticing Loona's sudden change in demeanor. Loona's eyes blazed with fury. "That monster," she spat, "I can't stand him. He's the bane of my existence." Determined to rid herself of the sight of Godzilla, Loona turned to Max. Shine the light at him. Make him disappear, she demanded, her voice filled with anger and resentment. Max hesitated, unsure of what to do, but seeing the fire in Luna's eyes, he complied, aiming a beam of light at Godzilla and causing him to vanish from sight. Relieved, Luna sank back into her seat, grateful for Max and Michael's understanding. Thank you, she whispered, her voice filled with emotion. As they continued on their journey, Luna's mood lifted, and she found herself in high spirits. Spotting a CD of the movies of Thura in the back of the car, she popped it into the player and settled back to enjoy the film. As the movie played on the screen in front of her, Luna couldn't help but laugh at the antics of the characters. Seeing her so happy, Max and Michael couldn't help but smile, glad to have brought a bit of joy to their new friend. As the car flew high above the ocean, the trio basked in the beauty of the world below them. Luna turned to Max and Michael, a grateful smile on her face. I can show all kinds of emotions and personalities if I want to, she declared, her eyes shining with enthusiasm. Max and Michael exchanged a knowing look, understanding the depth of Luna's character. All right, if you say so, Luna, they replied in unison, their voices filled with amusement. And so, the three of them continued on their journey, riding through the skies with their newfound ally by their side. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a soft glow over the world below, they knew that they had found something truly special in each other. Together, they soared through the heavens, united by a bond that transcended words. And as they flew into the night, the stars twinkling above them, they knew that their adventure was only just beginning. Max Payne and Michael DeSanto were cruising through the skies in their flying car, enjoying the thrill of the open air and endless views. The two unlikely companions had found themselves on this adventure together, with Max's brooding demeanor contrasting sharply with Michael's brash and reckless nature. As they soared through the clouds, they suddenly and unexpectedly came across a fiery red-haired demoness named Loona from the animated show helluva. She approached them with a mischievous grin, her eyes glinting with curiosity. Who are you and what do you want? Michael asked, his hand hovering over the controls of the flying car. Loona chuckled, her voice dripping with sarcasm. I want to ride alongside you guys, she replied, her tail swishing back and forth eagerly. Max raised an eyebrow. Really? Now? Loona nodded, a mischievous twinkle in her eyes. Yes, now. After a moment of hesitation, Max reluctantly agreed. Fine. All right, you're allowed. And so, the trio set off on their airborne adventure, with Loona sitting in the rear seat, her eyes darting around in excitement. As they soared through the skies, Loona suddenly caught sight of a massive, towering figure in the distance. Her eyes narrowed in disgust as she recognized the colossal form of Godzilla. What's your problem? Michael asked, noticing Luna's tense expression. Loona clenched her fists, her voice filled with rage. The problem is Godzilla. He's too boring, too predictable. I can't stand him. Determined to rid herself of the monstrous creature, Loona turned to Max and demanded, shine the light at Godzilla, make him vanish completely. Max hesitated, unsure of what to do, but after a moment, he relented, shining a powerful beam of light at the distant figure of Godzilla. To Luna's delight, the creature faded away into nothingness, leaving her feeling victorious. As they continued their journey through the skies, Luna's mood shifted from anger to sadness as she recounted the buildings she had lost to Godzilla's destructive rampages. But thanks to Max and Michael's acceptance of her request, she felt a sense of gratitude and relief. In a moment of serendipity, Loona stumbled upon a CD of the film Zathura in the backseat of the flying car. Excitedly, she popped it into the mini cupboard and watched as the movie began to play on the AI screen. As the characters on screen raced through space on their own adventure, Loona found herself drawn into the story, laughing and cheering as the scenes unfolded. The trio flew through the skies, the sound of the movie filling the interior of the car. Max and Michael shared a chuckle of Luna's enthusiasm, their own spirits lifted by her infectious energy. They marveled at the strange turn of events that had brought them together, an unlikely trio soaring through the skies in search of excitement and thrills. As the screen zoomed out to reveal the car flying above the vast expanse of the oceans below, Loona turned to Max and Michael with a smile. I can show all types of emotions and personalities if I wanted to, she said, her eyes sparkling with mischief. Max and Michael chuckled, shaking their heads in amusement. Whatever you say, Loona, they replied in unison, their voices filled with good-natured sarcasm. And so, the trio continued on their journey, the wind whipping through their hair as they flew towards the horizon. Together, they embraced the thrill of the unknown, united in their shared adventure through the skies. And Michael DeSanto were cruising through the skies in their flying car, enjoying the freedom of the open air. The wind rushed past them as they soared through the clouds, feeling invigorated by the thrill of flight. Little did they know that their journey was about to take an unexpected turn. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a figure appeared before them. It was Loona from the animated show helluva, a fiery red-eyed hellhound with a fierce attitude. She demanded to ride alongside Max and Michael, much to their surprise. Who are you and what do you want? Michael asked, eyeing Loona cautiously. I want to ride alongside you guys, Loona replied confidently. Max raised an eyebrow, skeptical of this new addition to their flying adventure. Really? Now? Loona nodded, her expression daring them to refuse. Yes, now. After a moment of hesitation, Max relented. All right, you're allowed. With Loona settled in the rear seat, the trio continued their journey through the skies. As they flew, Loona caught sight of Godzilla in the distance, a towering creature wreaking havoc on the city below. Her eyes narrowed with anger as she recalled the destruction caused by the monstrous lizard. What's your problem with Godzilla? Michael asked, noticing Luna's tense stance. He's too boring, Loona scoffed. There's nothing interesting about him. Determined to rid herself of the nuisance, Loona turned to Max. Shine the light at Godzilla to make him vanish completely. Max hesitated but ultimately complied, shining a bright light at Godzilla and causing the creature to disappear from view. Loona breathed a sigh of relief, grateful for the respite from her nemesis. As they continued their flight, Luna's mood began to lighten as she stumbled upon a CD of the film Zathura in the backseat of the car. Excited by the discovery, she quickly popped it into the player, and the movie began to play on the screen in front of her. Lost in the world of Zathura, Luna laughed and cheered along with the characters on screen, fully immersed in the adventure unfolding before her. Max and Michael exchanged amused glances, enjoying the sight of Luna's enthusiasm. As the movie played on, the trio soared above the vast oceans, relishing the freedom of the skies. Luna turned to Max and Michael, a mischievous glint in her eye. "I can show all types of emotions and personalities if I wanted to," she declared, a playful smirk on her face. Max and Michael chuckled, amused by Luna's antics. "All right, if you say so," they replied in unison. With Zathura playing in the background, the three friends continued their journey through the skies, leaving behind the troubles of the world below. Luna's laughter filled the car, a reminder of the joy that could be found in unexpected encounters and shared adventures. As the sun began to set on the horizon, casting a warm glow over the clouds, Max, Michael, and Luna flew on, united by the thrill of the unknown and the bond forged through their airborne escapade. And as they gazed out at the endless expanse of sky stretching before them, they knew that their journey together was just beginning.